So welcome to the first of hopefully many series on the SnapSnap channel. And we did do a vote a while back, but that was a few months ago. And Mr. Samuel Streamer, he is doing like a Carling series, so I'm not going to do that anymore. So I took a look around and I thought this could be a pretty interesting first series because we are going to go for the Sibling Rivalry achievement. And if we look, it is right here. Starting as any of the Jamina siblings in 1066 become Emperor of Spain. So we are going to start as King Garcia Fernandez of Galicia, as he is like the weakest of the three brothers. We have King Alfonso the Brave of Leon, and he is very scary because he has very, very good intrigue, so that could cause us many problems. And then in Castile, we have King Sancho the Strong. And also in Navarra, we have King Anso, our cousin. And in Aragon, we have another King Sancho, also our cousin. So our family spreads all across north of Iberia. And this start I thought would be pretty interesting because we're starting as the weakest one. We are also, if we look, we are rivals with King Sancho of Castile. So that may cause us some problems because he's very powerful. We are also rivals with our spy master and biggest vassal. So we're going to have to try and fix that as well. I was debating starting as Sancho because his marshal is El Cid, who is absolutely insane, as I'm sure you already know. Plus, our sister, if we come down here, as you can see, she is also landed and she is a steward, but she has a courtier, which I was looking around. This guy right here, Belidu Dolphus, apparently in real life is accused of being the one who murdered King Sancho. Now, that may not be true, but that's what I seen when I looked it up, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Now, starting out, we are content, trusting, wrathful, zealous, and thrifty clerk. Because, yeah, I think Garcia is one of the only characters to start with 4 traits. Like, it's quite rare if we look about to get somebody with 4 personality traits. But the first thing we definitely need to do is maybe look for a marriage. Now, we do have claims on the Kingdom of Castile and the Kingdom of Leon, but I believe they do as well on ours. So that is what is so worrying about this. At any moment, any of these could declare war for my land. And they're all quite a bit more powerful than me. So we need to try and look for a nice alliance. Okay, so I think this could be a pretty good alliance. We have this French woman here. She's 21. And we get an alliance with this guy. He is a vassal of France. So we're going to get an extra 869 men. But she has decent stats. And she can help with our money. So I think let's take that marriage. And, of course, our rival is our spy master. And that is one of the worst things you can do. There is a 100% chance he is already plotting to kill me, so let's remove him. Problem is, he could kill us anyway without being our spy master. So maybe he's an okay marshal. So I don't want to, like, annoy him any more than he probably already is at me. So we'll make him our marshal. Then we're also going to need now a good spy master because we're going to need to get some defense. Now, our chancellor has 25 intrigue. So we'll definitely make him our spy master. And let's see, available dynasty legacy. That must mean we are the dynasty head. I think because dynasty head is based off of the land you have. So I think we have maybe more counties than these two, but they're just a bit more powerful than me. So what do we want to go with? As we are also, as well, involved in the Iberian struggle. So that is going to make this pretty interesting. It's not something I've messed around with for quite a while either. So I'm going to have to kind of slowly relearn it as well as we go along. But that does make conquering much easier. Depending on the phase, you can do struggle clashes and take all your bordering counties. Look, so we go here and go struggle clash. Every county that we border, we could potentially take. Now, it's quite expensive, but that could be very useful. But with also the Iberian struggle, we get 2 more dynasty legacies. Now, Metropolitan is really good for, like, building. So that could be very useful. Or this other one is more about, like, your family and dynasty. Now, we kind of hate our dynasty, right? We all hate each other. But I think we're going to go down this one. Because even though we don't exactly like our family, I would like to have them as my vassals when we get to the point of being emperor. And unity unlocks the ability to call house members to war. So we can all proper stick together. So we'll pick up Inner Circle first of all. So this is house members will not need a salary when appointed to a court position and can be fired without losing prestige. So family members will be very, very good on our court positions. Now, we are more of a stewardship focus, guys. So we'll probably stick with that route. Maybe go down architect. Because in our capital, we do have the ability to construct the Cathedral of Santiago. And this will give us +3 tax per month. And then the whole holding gets a +30% more taxes, as well as some really nice bonuses to our development. So that is definitely something we're going to really want to try and build. Now we start out 154 gold, not bad. We're still the poorest of the brothers, because of course we are. But we are stuck in a very tricky spot. We have people that hate us to our south as well. So they really, really could come for us at any moment. And let's see, what... We could go up to limited crown authority. I'm going to do that because then that does allow us to revoke vassals' titles. And we are going to have to try and work out how we are getting rid of this guy. He will not take that. I doubt we have a good chance of murdering him. I think we should probably start swaying him. Now, we are rivals, though. Maybe we can get that pop-up where we can stop being rivals. And here we have our wedding celebration. With my marriage, the Queen Aenor, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. I do not consider that bad, so we are taking that money, thank you. Now, we do have some men-at-arms as well. We have caballeros and some bowmen. So we're going to station these, because we're going to need them stationed. We need all the men-at-arms we can get, because pretty soon we're probably going to be at war with our brothers. Now, with our current phase, we are in the struggle phase. And then, of course, you can go to either hostility or conciliation. Now, in the struggle phase, there's a lot you can do, like foment revolts. So you can pay, like, gold and, like, ruin basically the development and popular opinion of some of his counties to try and actually get a revolt to raise up against them. So that is something we could do. Now, I would maybe like to stay on Alfonso's good side because he's not really somebody to be messed around with. Hopefully, I believe, yeah, King Sancho and Alfonso are rivals. So hopefully, Alfonso kills him. Problem with that would be Alfonso is his heir. So if he does that, Leon will take all of this and they will be even scarier to face. Why can't we all just get along, you know? And we do have the ability to create an accolade. So I'll see if we have any good ones. Ooh, this is tough. Now, Stalwart is one of my favorite accolades in the game. At max level, you will get a +15% to your entire army's toughness. But he does also have Archer, which can give us a max size Archer regiment of +8 and makes them cheaper, as well as making archers to 60% more damage and 30% more toughness. So that one is really, really tempting. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. Now, I think we'll keep Archer as the main one. Getting a +8 to all our Archer regiments is huge. And at first level, we're getting a +4 anyway. So we can field more men-at-arms than our brothers. So let's create that for 150 prestige and House Alvarez. You know, and now the House of Knights. Now, we don't have any successor, so we're going to have to try and seek one. You know, send somebody out looking for a good archer to help us. Now, starting out, we are, of course, Castilian as well. And a lot of our land is Galician because that's just where we are. Now, we could convert. So they have, for their traditions, monastic communities. So temperate, more common, and it's better. Highland warriors. So the rough terrain expert commander trait is more common. Dexterous fishermen. Coastal holdings in counties of this culture provide additional defender advantage. And that is very good for where we are. And ritualized friendships. We can always befriend people, basically. But our current culture, martial admiration. So basically, you end up getting way better marshals. Castle keepers. Castles in counties of this culture provide an additional 5 defender advantage per holding level. Ooh. And we gain prestige and renown from castle holdings. Okay, this is good. Chivalry helps with romance. Tabletop warriors. Commanders are more likely to gain commander traits. Damn, this is a good one. I think we'll stick with Castilian. Now, who is this? Count Diego of Astorga. I have arrived in Santiago to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. Sure, what do you want? Taking the knee. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Count Diego, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve me as a vassal of the kingdom. At last, I bid the Count to arise, confirming my satisfaction and Diego's rights to the land he rules in my stead. Didn't even give me any gold. So we gained some prestige, and our dynasty gains 50 renown for that, which is quite a lot. Now, we're not the house head. That is... You're the house head? Is that right? Yeah, this guy in Aragon is the dynasty head, so he gets to pick that now. So that's interesting. There we go. So who is this then? Apparently this has come up. So that is my courtier. They must have been married before the game started, so we'll go ahead with that. That is fine. Now, one thing I... What? Is my game broken? Why do I have 77 courtiers? Is that meant to happen? Like, if we go to the HRE, 20. The Byzantine Empire, 22. Why do we have so many courtiers? That is actually terrible. That is so many people who could want to kill me. I have genuinely never seen that many courtiers in my life. And if we check, that is ridiculous. Like, how are we supposed to know who is who? Why do we have so many? Some of them are guests, but not many of them. Well, hopefully over time they kind of leave. That is very scary. I've never seen that in my life. I don't know what is going on there. So we can negotiate alliances with our sister and our cousin. Ooh, okay. So we can negotiate an alliance with King Anton. Something interesting about him. His father was murdered by King Sancho of Castile in battle. So I think they're going to hate each other, right? Yeah, they are rivals. So getting an alliance with Anto, I think would be a very, very smart play for us. And of course, we do start as a king as well, so we have our own fancy royal court. We're going to put our house banners down. That's practically all we have for now. And what is this? So we have Diego, our knight, and our wife. As I pace towards my throne, I overhear my knight Diego proclaiming something to my wife. That scrumptious woman who charms me so. Where, oh, where did that woman go? For her life is my life, and our life will be. As long as I am with her, I'll ever be free. Is he reciting romantic poetry to my wife? Ooh, so we can take him to the dungeon, but that cost us 350 prestige. So no one will think of me as a tyrant, as we do have a fair reason. If something is happening between them, it's allowed to continue. I really do not think so. No. We are wrathful. We do not take that to the prison with you, Diego. How dare you have some respect? So where is he now? There he is now. He's not even a good knight, really. We're having a mental breakdown now. Why must I always do everything myself? How can I be expected to rule over Galicia when half of my servants are incapable of following my orders, and the other half does not even understand them? So why must you all be incompetent idiots? We become irritable, which does lose us some diplomacy and martial, but we do gain prowess. And then we have drunkard, which is just terrible. A little bit of stress loss, but that effect of stewardship is not good. Or I will just have to endure. We gain a bit of stress. So we're going to go with that for now and try and manage that. But what do we want to do with Diego? Now, he is... Who is he to our... He is in the same family. So he's some way related to our very own Knight of Ever Armored. So maybe we give him a bit of forgiveness. You know, give him a bit of a stern talking to. And we're going to let him go. Just because his family is pretty important in my court. If it wasn't for that, you would be gone. So, you are going to become my executioner. That is your punishment. There we go. I have no choice but to accept your conditions. Farewell. So here's my executioner now, which is well deserved. But we have the Band of Lost Birds. A wounded and disillusioned mercenary group has arrived at my county. The locals claims they have overheard talk of settling down after pillaging an easy target and have begun to grow anxious. Tensions are high and conflict is likely to arise if I do not intervene with the matter. So we have Alfonso here, who I guess is maybe the leader of this little band. So we can offer them a position in our city garrison. And we get veteran mercenaries hired as instructors. So a little bit less taxes, but we do gain control growth. It's not really great. But we get cheaper mercenaries for 12 years. Force them to leave. And there's an 87% chance they loot anyway. Great. We can force them out of the city. And there's a 78% chance the mercenaries slaughter the soldiers. Or let the locals handle it. Okay, we have some money. You know, we got some wedding money. You know, we kept it stocked. And clearly they are good if they are more than likely to slaughter our current soldiers. So, you know what? We're going to offer them a position. I'm assuming that was the guy. He just disappeared without a trace. Excuse me? Well, that was very rude. They just took my money and left. Okay, fair enough. That was a nice use of 50 gold then. I do desperately want to get rid of Duke Nuno. He is just very scary. I think we're going to stop swaying him. He's never going to like me. Let's get over it. And what I will do instead, we are going to seduce our wife. There's only a 20% chance because she's ambitious and that dislikes content and trusting. And she's calm and we're wrathful. So we kind of clash a little bit, but that is okay. Hopefully, we can get over that. Now, I was going to say we could go for Navarra. He is allied with Castile. Leon is allied with nobody. So maybe Leon is who we try and fight first, because he is scaring me the most. If Castile's going to get me, they are going to come with soldiers. If Leon's going to do it, he's going to stab me in my sleep. I know which one I would prefer anyway. So, we have 191 gold. We're making 3.7 a month. Our capital of Santiago only has 10 development, so we could start working on that. What I think I may do quickly first is I am going to start using Count Diego, and I'm going to get him to start increasing development. Now, he isn't exactly great, but you know, he did come and see us, and he's an okay spy master. Our current one doesn't really like us, so I am going to put Count Diego. I'm going to make him my spy master, and then we are going to swap out our stewardship for Fernando, who is our courtier. We have loads of courtiers, so I'm sure we have someone for every position, just so we can try and do that a little bit faster. But we have a nose for profit. While out on a leisurely stroll, the cry of a particular merchant stands out from the regular hustle and bustle of the street. Greetings, my lord. I have an exquisite assortment of wares, if my lord has the coins. So, we can say I feel lucky. The details of this bauble intrigues me, or let us move on. So, we can gain stewardship lifestyle experience. Now, I feel lucky. We could just straight up lose 50 gold. But 50 lifestyle experience, is that much? Not really, right? I think, you know what, we have a 40% chance here of gaining 50 stewardship lifestyle experience just for 10 gold. Your haggling skills were poor. But we did become the owner of an animal figurine. So this loses a stress gain. And it helps with hostile scheme resistance. This tiny animal appears to have a broad beak, shiny fur coat and flippers. How peculiar. So I'm assuming, you know, if someone comes in our court at night, it's going to scare them. So we're pretty safe with that. Maybe that will save our life one day. Who knows? What I want to do, really, I would like to try and revoke some of these titles. We're only holding 2, which is not a lot. I'm thinking about it. I may have got Count Diego and Count Diego mixed up. I didn't realize we have 2 Count Diegos. I think it was this one that visited me, to be honest with you. There's too many Count Diegos. You can't do this to me, game. Ooh, okay. I'm going to be a bit mean. We've got to think of, you know, our future goals and, you know, the stability of our family and realm. We have a 100% chance of revoking this title up here. So let's do that. And what about you? I mean, if we have the chance, I will do it. There we go. So 3 out of 7 counties. What about you? 98. But if we get unlucky and get that 2%, it's going to be a war. So on decline, there's a rebellion cast a spell, but 98% chance, that's pretty good. I think we should get that. Please. There we go. And you hate me. So my other two vassals now absolutely despise me, but that is okay. So we have these vassals here, and these are just barony vassals. They're not very important. They're not really a threat. So, you don't have to pay too much attention to them, but everybody hates me. We did gain some tyranny for that, so we are a bit of a tyrant, but I think that's okay. That will go over time. We just need to find somebody who kind of likes me to be my spy master, and then over time, they'll start to like me again. If you think about it, right? We've got 2 extra counties now to build and get direct tax from. Ooh, this has something built. So Astorga has simple earthworks, which is helping for defense. And up here, ooh, Coruna, and sorry if I do butcher the names, I do apologize. It's been a trade port being built. We have hamlets here and Farum Brigantium. This ancient lighthouse is said to have been based on its more famous sister in Alexandria. Having guided seafarers for untold centuries, it remains important to Galicia's coastal trade. Some claim that you can glimpse Ireland's green coast from the top of this lonely tower, but gazing out, you will only see endless sea. So, actually, it gives you extra tax and makes embarkment cheaper and your naval speed faster. That is actually big. I have never seen that one before, but that is huge. Plus, we are getting minus 45% tax from these places because of the controls. Once the controls fixed, we should be making around 5 or so gold per month. There we go. And we got Benito here. Someone did arrive to replace and take over the Knight Ever Armored. So he's pretty good. He's a bit evil, but he's strong. Cautious leader, skilled tactician. And, he's taken part in some grand tournaments. So we have a pretty good knight on our side there. Ooh, something's going on. Oh, God. So Castile is at war against Leon for their claim on the Kingdom of Leon. Can we get an alliance? No, he won't get an alliance with me. I really would like to help you. There's nowhere for us to expand right now. We're in a really tough spot because I would love to help them, but we're not getting that. So we have Mark of Distinction. Our dynasty has reached reputable. Yeah, we need to try and get powerful fast. These 2 counties are going to be a big help. I mean, revoking your land would be best. Now, we're not going to gain tyranny if we do it, but we would go to war against them both, and that would give us like a fresh start. Plus, we are rivals. Why would we keep him around? So I think we're going to become a massive tyrant this life and just get things set up. Now, hopefully, if we start that, it is time for our first war. Because both of them are going to stand up together, no doubt. Ooh, this guy didn't stand up. Very smart. Are we also rivals? No, he just hates me. Fair enough. So what we're going to do, we're going to go straight for his capital. We need a new marshal. So we have our Commander Gonzalo. He is pretty good. He's a forest fighter, but he's pretty good marshal. So we're going to go with him. And let's see. He has 924 men. I think his capital's right on our border practically. Let's get in there and do this. He is running away. So I think let's not chase. I think maybe siege. I think siege is going to take 8 months. We're going to get 27 gold for looting it. He's going to now loop around and start sieging my land. Look how great that looks. That just looks amazing. I didn't notice that before. But we're going to siege this. Hopefully quick enough to then go and defeat his armies before he sieges Lugo. So we have our daughter in here now as well. Praise be Saint Brigid. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name will benefit such a mighty lady? So what do we want to go with? I think we'll go with a good Castilian name, and we'll try and find something I can pronounce. Catalina. There we go. I think that's a lovely name. So we have Infanta Catalina. So, I mean, if we don't have any sons, we will be playing as her, but we should have some sons. So I'm going to let my wife, we have so many courtiers. This is painful. Well, I don't know why. I've never seen this many courtiers in my life. I'm still blown away by that. I do not think that's normal, but we're going to let our wife take over her education. The lost Viking, struggling and shouting, a large man is dragged before me. He is clearly a Viking raider, the type who has sown chaos in our realm for decades. Please have mercy. My name is Hooker, and I've been living in the county of Astorga for years. I was left behind because I was injured. The villagers have saved me. They're my family now. The Viking falls to his knees, hoping I'll spare his life. Several peasants confirm his story. Yeah, I mean, he's a bit evil, but he could be threatening the peasants, like, if you don't stick up for me, I will literally chop your head off with an axe. So maybe that's the case. Or, you know, maybe he's pretty nice. He's brave, he's arrogant, he's wrathful, but he's compassionate. He's not too bad after all. So what can we do? You may entertain my courtiers with your unique story. So what is this? We can join our court. A good act doesn't balance out the bad. He dies, and we lose 10 control. Or just leave him. You know what? I think let's take him. Come join me, and you have just earned yourself a promotion. You are now my commander. He's a pretty good commander. This guy is an absolute savage. So, let's siege this, and we're going to put him to the test. You came at the perfect time. Now, there is somebody we can sponsor. I do like to do this. So, we have an adventure inspiration. And she is considered a master by her peers. When you get that one, I always kind of go for it. Ooh, 124 gold. Okay. Probably not the best use of our money mid-war, with our brother fast approaching with Leon as well. We need to have some children, because we're going to have to start getting some alliances, because we're going to probably have to defend from Castile once he takes Leon. But we are slowly marching over there. Let's see what this guy is made of. They're running already. They sense the Vikings straight away. But we're going to chase them this time, and we're going to go straight for a fight. There we go. Inspiration funded. The time has come for me to depart upon my adventure, my king. My beneficiary, Sancha, bows as well, as she can while weighted down by heavy bags. Before I leave, please tell me, is there anything specific you want me to keep my eyes peeled for during my journey? So, I want to possess something truly unique. Bring me something from an exotic animal. I want a trinket made from material you cannot find here. A tapestry or artwork that makes me wish I was there. Or I trust you. If I'm paying all this gold, I want something truly unique, I think. Bring me something insane. Blow my mind, right? It costed me like half of my country's money. So the least you can do is get me something good. But our first battle, and look at that. So yeah, we are absolutely crushing them. And we captured Gomez. And that takes us to a plus 44%. So what we're going to do now, we have a decent amount of supplies. Let's keep sieging. We're going to go for this barony right by here. Now, this war, they are plus 74%. It's not looking good. Ooh. So in the Iberian struggle, during a war, you do have the option to request contract assistance. So you can offer to join somebody else's war for gold. I guess I could have done that for you. And then when you're in a war, sometimes the AI will offer to join your wars by you paying them as well if they get like a certain amount of war score during the war. So that could be useful, but that could also really affect us. If we're like winning a war and then somebody else contracts assistance, we could be in big trouble. Now, he's going by sea, which is interesting. This is a slow siege. Let's try and find something maybe not a slow siege, because we need this to end quite quick. So they're just going for a siege again, but we can siege this, hopefully, faster than they can. Okay. Lady Sancha's lover. I receive a missive from my adventurer with words embellished so I can see her in my theatre of my mind. My lord, on my travels, I stayed at a farm attended to by Gatiri. I don't know how to say that, but I am in love. And I would take a week of watching him shovel horse dung over my banquet at court. I cannot walk away from this farm, knowing I may never kiss him again. Either he travels to you and joins your court, or my journey ends here. Is that a threat? Wait, she realized he's bisexual. Wait, he's a... Okay, what's that? I don't care what that's got to do with that. I'm pretty sure that's a guy, but... Okay, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. We're going to have to let him join our court. Some peasant farmer is now in my court. We have enough people. 85! Oh my... Why? Please, can I dismiss some of them? Cost prestige to dismiss them. We are stuck with every single courtier in the entire world. This is ridiculous. But we're going to siege this and then go up for this fight. Now, each of these videos, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe between 45 minutes to an hour with like very little cut in. which is why I want to do this on the second channel. They're going to be longer, and the series are going to be much longer. I don't know if there's really much interest in them, so I thought I'd make a second channel for these. But I think this is like the way I like to play CK3, really, is reading the events, knowing more about each character and stuff like that. With my typical videos, you know, they can't be too long, and I'm usually doing like something massive, like forming the Ultimate Empire or something else. So I don't really have time in the videos to read loads of events. But who is this? Okay, a pretty fairly powerful ruler who is on the side of Leon. So I never expected I would grow close as to Muzaffar as I have done in the past years. On multiple occasions, he has proven himself to be a reliable and forthright man, with only my best interests at heart. Let's become friends. There we go. Who would have thought? Oh! And in this battle, they lost half their army, and that brought an end to that war. So we can enforce that. And as you can see, we gained 23 dread, and we imprisoned him. So what we can do now is revoke title, take it off of him, and he now has nothing. So we can ransom him away for 100 gold. And now he can just spend the rest of his life in Prussia. There we go. Happy ending for that. Now we do have some more vassals. So we're not exactly much better off, but none of these are my rivals. So what we are going to do, we are going to give this duchy away, but to somebody who can hopefully like me a bit more. Because out of these two, probably, that guy's of a different faith, so that's probably not great. You know what? Gonzalo III. We're going to go with you. So we're going to grant title. We don't actually have the duchy title. We could create it for 250 gold, but for now then, let's see. Maybe Ferdinand, we're going to give you... That duchy, though, goes into my land, so that could cause us some problems. We're going to grant him that, so he has that duchy. And then we're going to grant vassal, give him this guy as a vassal, and also maybe give him. Or for now, maybe we stick with this. At least they're not all, like, so powerful on their own. I'm sure we are going to have to, some point, face a faction, which could be a problem. Now, Leon is down 74%. There's a lot more people defending. How about, do you want to contract assistance? He will. So, if we at least get a war contribution of 1,680, he will pay us 210 gold. Now, that is a deal I like. So, let's raise up and help Leon defend. Now, are we in the war yet? I don't know if I'm... Okay, there we go. We're finally in the war, I think. A new claimant? So who is this? My chancellor and vassal. He's acknowledged King Alfonso's claim on my land. Well then, sir. I mean, you are literally a barony of the city of Ferrol. You're gone. Somebody else can have that city. If you're going to make a mistake like that, we do not want you around. So we have our knight. Well, you know who I think I'll give it to? If we look, we have... this guy's still about. Now, he is 58. He has no children. But Benito, his successor, we're going to give him the barony of Ferrol. There we go. And it seems we also have another barony down here somewhere. So we also hold this barony. Now, is it a castle? Yeah, it's a castle. So we can keep hold of that one. That is very good. Now, for some reason, it's not coming up that I'm in the war. So maybe I don't know how that works. But realistically, I've contracted assistance. I don't understand. Do I just go and get involved? It doesn't look like I can do anything. Although, I'm sure I did do it, because now I'm saying it's unavailable. Or maybe he said no. I'm not sure. It looks like that didn't work, so we can't get a free 200 gold there, which is not so great. We're going to go down the architect tree, I think. Maybe cutting cornerstones, because I think it would be smart to try and build up our capital at least. So at least then we have like a solid base to expand from. But we have sorted out our vassals, which is very nice. I'm just interested who is going to win this. I'm hoping Leon can come back. Does have more men. Well, actually, no. Castile is winning more battles. Why wouldn't you help me? I mean... oh, no. Mother taken prisoner. I guess that helped with... no, it wasn't war score for prisoners, but... Castile has won. That leaves us in a very bad spot. Very, very bad. This guy hates me. Like, we are full-on rivals, and we need to try and somehow bring his power down. Now, so what happened to my brother now, then? So, Alfonso is now his vassal. That could be interesting because he could still fight up against him. So that could happen. And hopefully he's trying to murder him and takes him down that way because I'm in a really tough spot. Navarra would be a nice place to expand, but they are allied to Castile. And Castile just got way, way, way more scary. He does have a claim on my land. I am pretty scared. He's definitely going to come for me. We are in a very bad spot and I don't know what to do. This is really bad. I think maybe we're going to have to look at finding a really solid alliance with our daughter. So let's see what we can get. Now, these guys, they are of a Muslim faith and we consider each other evil, but for some reason, he will take that. Why? Because of her age and she's marrying up. Oh, because they're only a duke. So that is interesting. Or Bohemia could be very nice, but quite far away. I mean, I do not mind. It's probably not a bad idea to get an alliance with some of the Muslim rulers down south to help take down my brother. And I have Barcelona, but he's not very powerful. So I say, it's not great. My daughter's maybe a bit too young for you, mate. But I think we could use him to fight against Castile. That is genuinely not a bad idea. If we go to declare war now, we do have more men than him, and we could try and even take over Leon ourselves. You know, we don't exactly like each other, but we both know Castile is a problem. But our inspiration has been realized. My lord, Sancha announces her arrival in a surprisingly loud voice. She proudly holds up a package securely wrapped in cloth. I return from Western Europe with an artifact from my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside an artifact unlike anything I have seen before. Sancha smiles proudly, rumored to be one of the swords of El Cid. This blade is an inspiration to anyone who aspires to his knightly virtues. So, that is interesting because we were talking about him before. I wonder if he's still alive. There he is. So apparently, we have his sword. I'm not sure how he feels about that. Oh, we got an achievement as well, one of a kind. But that is an artifact that goes down then. So I think we actually got a very good artifact. Plus 0.5 prestige per month. 5% boost to renown. Court grandeur bonus plus 3. And we get light cavalry pursuit and screen plus 10%. That is genuinely very nice. Now, the battle for England is still going on. It actually looks like Normandy is going to win that first. So, yeah, they usually typically win anyway. So, that makes sense. But we're making 6.6 gold per month now, as you can see. So, our income is starting to shoot up. Now, we've taken more land back off our vassals as well. That is very useful. Now, I want to plan because I want to take Leon. I think that should be our next step. Try and build up now and get power to take Leon. So, we do have that accolade, which gives us now a +4 so far to our archer size. Now, bowmen are not the great, but they're cheap, and we can actually field quite a lot of them. So I think maybe just build them up as much as we can. Now, we could also look for some armored footmen, maybe. Now, we do have some caballeros, which are just better light horsemen. Armored horsemen, very expensive. And of course, we may need some mangonels at some point. Another inspired person, but his skill is merely decent. So we're going to say no to that. But, we need to start making more money. Our wife can go and manage domains, 5 gold per month. Now, this guy has finished promoting culture, it seems. Oh, I didn't. I thought I put him on promote culture, but maybe not. It would be a good idea to start doing that. But for now, I'm going to put you on collect taxes just for this war, and then we'll work on the culture and development of our land. But this war is super important. Now, are you going to have any more children, please? I would really appreciate that. Like, desperately, we kind of need more children. One thing we can do... Oh my god, why do you hate me? Because I'm a tyrant. Okay, so that is costing us some money. Because with your realm priest... If they like you, they give you the church holdings. If they don't, you never see them. So this guy is just pocketing the money and probably pretending he's sending it to the Pope. Now, does the Pope like me? He doesn't hate me. But he won't give us gold. Okay. Thanks, Pope. But we're going to build up this army. Hopefully our ally, he doesn't die. And then we can try and take Leon. My sister, who is a vassal of Leon, who is now a vassal of Castile, wants an alliance. You're not going to help me with the war, but you are my sister. So I will take an alliance with you. And plus, if we do take Leon, she may end up being my vassal. So getting an alliance now is, you know, probably the best play there. But I do really want a son. Please, please, please have my child. Then if we die in battle, do we still have that Viking? Yeah, there he is, look. I would like to make an accolade with him. I'm sure he could get some good ones. Valiant plus 30% to army damage, which is a really, really good one. But that's going to cost us a bit of prestige, which I think would be better used fighting Castile, because we do need 135. We could struggle clash, but that is more expensive on piety, which is not as important in prestige, but still quite expensive. We're going to save up to 135 prestige. Now, Navarra is calling me to war against his vassal. I mean, you have that, don't you? Like, do you need my help? I think you can win that. I'll let this first battle play out. He's actually going to lose. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to raise just our men-at-arms. And we're just going to make a massive wall of archers. We have our Viking friend leading them as well. So what is this war for? It is a tyranny war. So if Alfonso loses, Ramiro will take the throne. So let's just get in there and try and win this. Our alliance has expired. Wait, why are we not allies anymore? It didn't give a reason. Well, if you're just going to expire our alliance, I'm not wasting anything on you. I mean, we were allies, now we're not. So I'm not going to waste my men for you. So we just boosted our archers to size 7. So we can have 700 bowmen, which is not bad. I do want to go in for this fight, but we may just get destroyed. Now, mercenaries are not cheap either, so that's not really a good play. Oh, God. Our sisters called us to a tyranny war against Castile. Why did you do this? We cannot beat him. And I was just saving up to do a big, important war. And you just started this one. I was about to get ready to take Leon, and you just did this to me. What we can hope for, he's raising his men down here. Let's try and get on his capital. He's following us really fast. Ooh, succession happened for our knight, so the previous acclaimed knight died, and now Benito has taken that. But yeah, this is a stupid war. I don't know why this happened. We are getting destroyed against Castile. Like, there's not much we can do. This is terrible. No one else wanted to help it either. I thought maybe Leon would have helped. Like, Alfonso maybe after a bit of revenge, but apparently not. But our armies, yeah, I mean, we lost 808 men. This is bad. I don't think we can win. Yeah, they're getting destroyed as well. So what I think I'm going to do, we tried. So you know what? Let's just get home and we're going to disband our... Ooh, who are they? That's the other war. Are they actually coming to my land? No, they're leaving. Okay. We're going to disband and just carry on with our original plan. Because, yeah, this war is stupid. We're not going to win. And if Castile wins anyway, she's about to be imprisoned. So our sister's probably going to lose her land, to be honest. She's just great. We just become allies. The guy from the Navarra War is actually coming into my land. Like, why? I'm just going to raise my men-at-arms and just kill you with 700 bowmen. With a Viking leading it as well. I mean, what chance do you realistically have? Plus, your only county is now getting sieged. So, coming over here, you just lost this for yourself. I mean, you may have the defender advantage slightly for defending in mountains, but, I mean, we have a Viking bowman. Like, what more do you need to see to run away? There we go. So that is that war. Pretty much won by Navarra, but sadly, we're not even allies anymore. And Castile is about to wreck this war any moment. There we go. So our sister has been imprisoned because she was stupid. Now may be the chance, though, for us to jump in there. She still hasn't given us a son. I'm getting a bit worried. Like, she is not doing that. And we have kind of married our daughter off on the hope that we would get a son, but it's starting to look slightly unlikely. Our sister, as you can see, has been unlanded. We can pay a ransom for 10 gold. Here we go. Let's bring her home. But she didn't even come. Did she come to my court? She didn't even come to my court. Come to my court. You have nowhere else to be. And you know what? You are going to become my spy master. So let's find our sister. There we go. Look, we've made friends. We brought her home. Oh, and what we need to keep doing as well is keep increasing the control across all our land so we can start making more and more money. Now, maybe we end today with a war against Castile for Leon. We may lose, but I think that is probably the best thing we could do. And I want to ask for some feedback on these type of videos. I know they're not for everybody. That's why they're going to go on this channel instead. They're much slower. Like, usually, in this amount of time, I've done like 300-400 years in a game. It's been 5. And, of course, my commentary might be a bit weird on it because I'm not used to talking non-stop. I'm used to just pausing for 2 minutes, saying what I gotta say, cutting, and then repeat the whole way through. These are going to try and be daily, so I'm going to record like a few up front as well. But I'm worried that this guy's not going to get involved. He doesn't really like me. Now, how much is it to send him a gift? 150. So let's save up to 150 gold quickly. Oh, so my Chancellor apparently has made a bad impression on our brother. You are not the man I thought you were, or you will see very soon. And Navarra did defend that war. Oh, really? I guess that's our youngest sister, who is at my court. She's 33, not married. And for some reason, King Philippe of France wants to marry her. I don't know what is so great about him, but that does get us an alliance. I mean, I would be stupid to say no. Because France, you are coming to war and with me. Like right now. Call allies. Call France. Now, we're going to go, like, negative prestige, which is never good. But I think in these, like, circumstances, it's worth it. So we're going to call them. And we're going to go ahead and call... Oh, he will join. I didn't think he was going to join because he doesn't really like me. But because his personality, I wonder what that is. Just, diligent, and compassionate. Maybe it's just because he's my ally. He feels he should do that, maybe. So we can call him as well. And we can call house members. But... yeah, none of them want to join. We do have our other ally up here as well. You know what? Let's call you as well. Let's get everybody involved. Now, we are going to raise our men, I think. So, I'm going to raise them in our capital. Bad blood achievement. I don't know what that is. Shall we see? Unlocked. Go to war with one of your siblings over a claim. Yeah, for some reason, I've already got that one ages ago, but they keep reappearing. There we go. He's joined. So, our allies now will slowly start to join as we raise our men. King Philippe of France. This feels kind of broken that France is helping me. But I didn't seek that alliance. They just did it. So, I think that's fair. Fair's fair. Now, do we have our Knight Accolade lead-in? There we go. So, we have Mayor Bonito, which is giving our archers more damage and toughness, which is very nice. We can stop swaying this guy as well now. There's not really much need. Instead, we'll start swaying our bishop. See if we can try and get those taxes back. But France are raising there. This guy is raising down here. Yeah, I guess that is his name. Maybe it's not. I apologize. Another mental break. So I guess it's been 5 years and we're still stressed. So, guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All my sins, my flaws, my failings. These dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish. But what could possibly help? We can wound ourselves. I think let's just gain the stress again and try and work on that. Ooh, run to the south now. So Castile being a bit cheeky, coming from the north over that mountain, hidden. I see what you're playing, but we're going to try and run away. We have a damsel in distress. My lord, the unthinkable happened. My Marshal Gonzalez takes a second to catch his breath. His forehead wet with sweat. The ladies of... where is this? I am not ever saying that in my life. Kulu Mariah? Maybe. Oh, but they've taken up arms to defend the cities themselves. Gonzalez storms into the room. Soon following, this is unnatural, my lord, he cries out. If we let them fight soon, they shall also ask for land. And who is going to take care of the children then? Andrew Tate, DLC. A sword is a sword, Gonzalez. Answer is immediate. Truly you agree, my lord. So this guy, he loves women fighting. This guy, he's like, how dare they take my job? I mean, we can get not in distress. Plus 75% to the garrison size there. Or women should only hold one thing in their arms. Babies. Or call them witches. Or dread gain. And we gain dread. You know what? Yeah, they're witches. How dare that is witch behavior, that is. If I've ever seen a witch, it is that one. Who are you? My 50,000th courtier wants to actually, you know, get it on. I'm going to say, please leave me alone. You're scaring me. But they are fast. Can we get away in time and meet up with our allies? Come on, fast. Please, just get away from them. France are, though, starting to make their way in as well. We have a culture clash. Most of the commoners living in the county of Astorga are of Galician descent. Proud of their traditions, it does not sit well with them that they must save a foreigner like myself. Teach them of the superiority of the Castilian culture, yes. Oh, it actually worked. They're now Castilian. That was free. I'll take that. That is huge. It takes years to convert cultures, but we are moving away quite fast. Ooh, they're also quite fast. Come on, France. Stop taking your time. Oh, we're going to take a fair bit of attrition, but... Ooh, we have some allies there. You know what? Let's take attrition, and we're going to move right in to their capital, and our allies should hopefully siege around as well. So let's just get over there fast, jump on their capital. France are making their way over. Our allies there, I don't know what their plan is. Maybe they're going in for a fight. They are. Okay. So he's just hunting them down. Is he going to win? Yeah? Yes! Oh my god, he actually defeated him on his own. Destroyed as well. That is huge. That's going to give us a nice chunk of war score right there. 23% from that single battle. Now, they have a much weaker army, so we should be okay. Just got to get on with some sieging. Hopefully, we get a nice capture, and we can reclaim Leon. That would be really big. But reclaim, I mean reclaim it from our brother. We have a faction, but this is a... rebel faction, a peasant rabble one. That is fine. They're never too much to worry about. We didn't even need France by the looks of it. Although it's definitely going to speed it up. Very expensive on the prestige. Ooh, yes. Come on. We captured his daughter, our own niece. And that is a plus 50 to war score. Bringing this to an end. What a war. We absolutely destroyed them. So, we get the Kingdom of Leon title, we gain 220 fame, and we get a lot of new vassals. Included in that is our brother. No, is that not our brother? No, that's a... Does our brother still have land there? Oh no, our brother's dead. He died in his sleep. Oh, just a few months ago as well. And we could have become friends. He had no children, so that is his line of sons that gone. King Alfonso doesn't live on, sadly, but enforce that. And he is all boo-hoo crying, but you know what? You deserved it. You took that land off our brother, and now he's dead. You hate me, though, which is very scary. We now have many, many vassals, which is also scary, but for today, I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to do these daily, like I said not long ago, so the next part will be out tomorrow. In the comments, please let me know what you think about like the length of the videos, how long they maybe works better for you. I'm aiming for like 45 minutes. This one may be about an hour long. Went a bit over, but I want to get some progress done, but we'll see. I'll mess around with the time. This is like a completely new format to me. So over time, I'll refine it a bit better on like how much should be done per video, how much cuts. I'm trying to not do many cuts at all. That's the kind of video I want to do, but I am going to leave that there. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.